Hey there, this is a chatty, just sharing my thoughts type of video, if you're gonna like it. The cap thing. I don't know if it's just me or others have this problem as well, but I honestly hate some of the caps. The most useless, though not particular one, is the ball cap, like what you see on Essence's minis. But the sister brand also used it for a summer collection like 2 years ago maybe. And before that, for a Christmas collection as well. These might look cute, but makes life harder if you forget to clean the bottle's neck. And the most common solution for these caps you can open easily are silicone hairbands. But the ball design makes that harder too. Sally Hansen's Complete Sonic Manicure has this shiny cap which can be slippery, so that's also not my favorite, but the previously mentioned trick works well with these. Okay, now let me mention the ones I like. OPI has a bit textured cap, which makes life easier, and the size is also comfy. Sally Hansen's Insta Dry line, also easy to open in my opinion, but maybe the bottle's design also helps. And the new Catrice with this click cap works like a dream. I'm a little worried how airtight it closes, but it looks like a smart move from Catrice so far. And Bourjois has this very tall cap, which first I thought it's a bit intimidating, but turns out it's very comfy, for me anyway. And I know I left Orly out. To be honest, I'm in the middle when it comes to Orly. From one hand, I like the shape and the rubbery texture helps with the grip, but I also hate the texture during summer for some reason. I can't really explain, it's just a thing. Sally Hansen's Sheer Problem. I think you can defend lots of nail polishes with the "but you do 2 coats anyway" line, and oftentimes that's true. However, I feel like sometimes brands really pushing the limits for me. Let me name a couple of collections from Sally Hansen. Galactic Collection, Crystal Collection, the Syrup Collection. What's common in these? They are too sheer. The Galactic Collection is basically a topper collection. If you don't wear dark nail polish underneath it, forget opaqueness. The only exception is Lunar Love. The Crystal Collection is also one of those nobody's talking about collection, and not because people sleeping on it or they didn't know it exists. Trust me, they know, but these are also too sheer. I think only 1 or 2 can perform decently, but they are still far from good. I have Amethyst Allure, which is okay, but too runny, and my ridges are there, even with 2 coats. It is camera friendly, however, because on the swatch you cannot see it as much as you can see it in real life. And the Scented Jelly Collection is another failure in my opinion. I saw a video on YouTube where somebody swatched these and oh boy. You don't expect too much coverage from jelly nail polishes because, they are jellies after all. But even for jellies, they were barely there color-wise. And why? Honestly, daytime robbery. I have Essence's Jelly Collection and they managed to put enough pigments in these. And Essence nail polishes cost like 2 to 3 euros. So yeah, I also hate being disappointed and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And for that price tag, you should do better, Sally Hansen. The Miracle Gel line also underperforms sometimes, but usually it's not the whole collection, just 1 or 2. For example, Under the Tree and Winterlust from 2024 is definitely too sheer. While I don't mind Winterlust because it's a metallic pastel blue, so I think that has to cheat a little bit. Under the Tree hurts because it's a pretty color and I can't wear it on its own if I want full coverage. And don't get me wrong, I'm not crazy for opaqueness, but Under the Tree will look better like that, for sure. The 90s collection was also inconsistent because Beat Me at the Mall is perfectly fine while Frosted Tips lives up to its name, to put it that way. Not to mention, that's not how you sew on the promo photo. So It barely exists in one coat, and in two, well, that's still just a jelly-like coverage. Not to mention, it is not working with my ridges, but that's a me problem. And I knew Sally Hansen can make great nail polishes because I have plenty of them, but the ones I was talking about, well, these are from the last 2, maybe 3 years. Don't blame people not buying from you if you toss out nail polishes and, mind you, whole collections which can't meet the expectations. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that the Galactic or Crystal collection being advertised as topper collections, and apart from 1, maybe 2 polishes, these are just 2 sheer. The swatch shorts. And I think this is the right place to mention brands provided swatch videos or shorts, because Sally Hansen's Crystal collection is a good example. The short I saw first was about swatching the collection, but I had no idea how many coats we are at, or if they use the base color underneath it. Nothing. You watch that, and if you don't buy nail polishes often, you might gonna think it's 2 coats. Pretty nail polishes, let's buy some. And then people are disappointed. To be fair, Sally Hansen isn't the only brand doing this. Catrice did the same lately with the Allure Glam collection too, and the list goes on. Maybe I'm a bit too harsh, but to me, this is borderline false advertisement. Not to mention that people don't like to feel disappointed. They come across a couple of these videos and collections which underperforms their expectations, and they will go and buy from other brands. And you can't blame them. Here's some help, can be useful. If you go to the drugstore, the easiest way to have some idea about the nail polish sheerness is the bubble test. Tilt the bottle, wait 10 seconds. You can count it if you want. Whatever sheerness or opaqueness you see after that on the bubble area, that's what one coat looks like with that nail polish. Obviously, the less visible the bubble, the more opaque the nail polish. Fragranced polishes. Scented nail polishes are questionable for me. I mean, the scent doesn't last that long. Let me bring Essence's Glossy Jelly collection as an example again. If I paint my nails at the evening, I can smell it until noon-ish with multiple hand washes included, but what's the point of it? Your nails have to be close to your nose to be able to catch it, and it's kind of fun for the first time, but that's pretty much it for me. I thought, oh, maybe it's for people who chew on their nails, but a bitter nail polish exists for that exact reason. So, yep. Not to mention when brands miscalculate something. The previously mentioned syrup collection from Sally Hansen can cause a headache according to some people. And the new Essence Minis try to experiment with scented nail polishes as well, because Juicy Fruity and Choco Crush are scented polishes. And I heard, I wasn't brave enough to buy it, but I heard that Choco Crush is, not a good type of scented nail polish because I heard it from 2 girls, and they don't know each other, by the way. I quote, disgusting. So maybe scented nail polish lovers exist, but I never met anyone who was looking for scented nail polishes specifically. The name sold it for me. Okay, let's end the video on a more light-hearted note. Ever happened with you that you bought a nail polish because you like the shade name? These are the nail polish in my collection. I didn't really need it, but I like the shade name, so I bought it anyway. Word as a Canvas from Essie's Expressi line is just a nice light grey. I have similar ones, but I like this name. Don't sue me. Let's Snow is another example. However, this one isn't turned out to be good for my ridges. Sad, but the name is still a favorite. Stargazing from Catrice thankfully did not disappoint. Yes, it's a shimmery dark blue, nothing special, but the name sold it for me. You might call that I like to refer to the Glow Thin Shimmer nail polish from Catrice with its own shade name, which is Sparkle Symphony. And that's because it sounds so much better than Glow Thin Shimmer. Now, I probably would have bought this anyway because it's so pretty, but if you give a name to it I like, I'm throwing money at you. Sometimes, here and there. You know, happens. Alright, well, I don't want to make too long videos, so that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had some fun and see you next time next week.